committed like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shoot my shot like, hey. Hit the red dot like, hey. Finger on the like, hey, 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 hey.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
It's week 18 of the 2030 season, and front and center is Sam Laporta. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped. Victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. When you look at this defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 pass.
And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
McCarthy going to throw again. And ball complete. It's a rookie from Oklahoma. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 31-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Keene. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
And the San Antonio first down.
Off the play fake, Keene. He's got this to Williams, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Keene. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. And he
is into the end zone for a touchdown. great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Aubrey Good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. For the Vikings offense and Jordan Addison headed back onto the field. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. McCarthy operating from the gun. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Looking to throw. Keene. That is caught by Laporta. And he doesn't quite make it. With it, an eyelash dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dragons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Keene. That is caught. It's Williams. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Keene. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dragons take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. To the air with McCarthy. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the...
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 15.
Now McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Trucks over him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Keene. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Operating from the gun. Keene. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Keene. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Keene. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Running right through him. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dragons are able to add on to their first half lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 28-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2nd and 5. He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Will Anderson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ramsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Puka Nakua. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. An extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, as the first half is winding down. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2nd and 9 now. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 43. So we've come to halftime after hey, we get it, no time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Off the play fake, Keene. That is...
taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
A gain of 21 yards. And the San Antonio first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dragons have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Puka Nacua with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to at least get one score back. Ryland on for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Keene. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's second down at a yard. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. McCarthy operating from the gun. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. In motion, the tight end. To the air again, McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Second down and 3.
At the 18-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's McCarthy. Complete to Addison on the out route. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Back to throw. McCarthy. Touchdown! His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point by Ryland up and good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Flush to his right. That escapes the sag. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Keene. This is caught by Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 172 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Keene.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. To the air with McCarthy.
In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
Now McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Antonio,
they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all.
She's a provocateur, like ice cream on Shanty, playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Sad boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that. I think he knows. When I save him like that. Watching the way I move, more power than on, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, that he's coming right back.
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox, that on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital and then we straight out the sentence. They pay out, they pay out, they pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers, the Bay, watch the women, I curse. Go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.